Okay, I think I'm live. Let me make sure I got it muted. Got to start on this one side. Hey, Susan. Hey, Guesser Nancy. Hello, Cheryl. I hadn't started yet. See if it was muted. I'm here early. I didn't want to be late to my own hen party. Wouldn't want that, would we? And y'all aren't late either. You're right on time, too. Has it started yet? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up and tell me if you can hear me. Hello, June. Hey, Jane Martin. She says, hi, Rita, Susan, Nancy, Cheryl, June, and everyone else. We're not late, are we? It's not even 7 o'clock yet, is it? Hello, Irene. Hello, Melena. Melena? I'm not sure if I said it right or not. And I've got a binding to sew on this little quilt, so that's what I'm going to be working on. And the link's pinned. I need to pin some ladies up here to chat with me, so I won't just keep rattling on and on. Can y'all see the background picture I put behind me? Can you see the cows? That was taken a few years ago, but do you see the cows and the hills and the fall colors around me? Or am I the only one that can see that? This is just a little crib quilt. I'm going to see if I can't finish this tonight. I'm going to try. I did good. I try. I don't mean to be so silly and not be able to say things. Hey, Gladys. Gladys, have you had your supper yet? Last time I saw you, you were still a sewing. And you hadn't hardly been left. You going to get you something to eat now? Missed some names, but Cheryl says she's saying hi to everybody. Me too. If I miss some names, I'm sorry. I'm trying to say hi to everybody. You can see my cows, can't you? Or maybe they're Terry's cows. They'll be his cows until he sells the offspring and I get the check, and then it'll be mine, won't they? That's the way that works. Of course, if he sells them, he'd sign the check and tell me to take it to the bank. And I'm the one that pays the bills and does that stuff around here. Good morning. I started to say good morning. Wow. Hello, Prep for Eternity Homestead. Is it Jennifer? Is it Donnie? It's one or the other or both, ain't it? And hello, Christine. Hi, Christine, 63. I've already stitched a whole 4 inches, maybe. I'm getting with it, ain't I? Hey, Helen. I see and hear you very well. Am I yelling too loud? Am I talking too loud? Tell me shh if I get too loud, okay? But I want you to be able to hear me. Not that I'm saying anything important, but you got to hear me. It's Jennifer. Well, y'all say hi to Jennifer. Jennifer, the better half's here, isn't she? And what do you guys do today? Hey, Randy. Randy says it's Donnie. He's better looking. You know, Randy, I've not seen Donnie or Jennifer, either one, but I bet you they're both a nice looking couple. But I bet you. My husband hides from my camera. Is that because he thinks he's ugly? Is that why he hides from my camera? I called him for supper tonight, and he wouldn't even come up here where I could tell him what was for supper and let y'all see what he thought of it. Hello, Becky Martin. You like my backdrop? Both of them. I like both of them. Yeah. I started cutting out on another little quilt the other day, and I've got 2 little blocks made. See my little blocks? And like I said, the other one all around that's part of the farm here. Randy, I've not seen you live in 2 or 3 days. I don't think. I don't think you were live this weekend, was you? Hey, Susan, you're out. And Jennifer said, maybe you can check out our live on Thursdays and see us. Hey, we got to do that, guys. We're going to have to pop in on Jennifer and Donnie's live Thursday. We'll do that. Will you remind us again before then, Jennifer? Because I get scatterbrained and I forget. Dang old yard bird, I wouldn't come. Stop it. I'll put you in timeout. Y'all want me to put Randy in timeout? Do you know he put me in timeout the other day? I told him I had to go to town, and then I hadn't left his live stream, and so he just put me in timeout. And I'm still mad at him over it. Ain't I, Randy? All right, you remind us all. Or is it already set up? Could we go ahead and put the reminder on? If it's already set up, we could put a reminder on, whatever that's called. The pattern I started, let me see. Let me get it. It's right here. The pattern I started was this one. Most say it's that free pattern. But then I've started doing mine a little. Well, I'm using the block, but I'm changing up the fabrics, and I kind of want all the blocks to be kind of different variations, the same color, but in different spots. Sounds like his wings need cropping. They do, don't they, Catherine? And hello, Catherine. And Becky. Did I say hi to Becky? I can't remember if I did or not. I'm rattling on so up here. I don't know who I've said hi to and who I hadn't. And Susan, it says, I'm loving my Juki. Move my pen here. I'm loving my Juki. Spent the afternoon sewing strips for a quilt that will be a Christmas present. And there is Donnie and Jennifer's link. Let me go. I'm going to click over here right now over on mine so I can subscribe to it too, because I don't know if I'm subscribed or not. Let me go. Do you know, Jennifer, that I wasn't even subscribed? I am now, but I wasn't, because I think I get kind of wrapped up talking up here and I forget to go subscribe, but I am now. Hey, Marilyn. Y'all wave to Marilyn, everybody. Marilyn's here. We can't have a party without Marilyn. What? We can't, Randy, you leave my guest alone. Don't you put none of them in timeout. Don't you do it. Yeah, I thought I already was, but like I said, I get so wrapped up in my own little world sometimes I forget about other people's channels. So kind of trying to take care of my own sometimes, being selfish about it, and I don't take care of other people. Hey, Nancy, and prepped, and Jennifer's waving to Marilyn, and there's Nancy. Nancy's here. Yeah, I saw that too. Guess who, Nancy? When I clicked over there, Donnie was on. I think he's still playing over there. I think I'm still over there too. Come on, Susan. Come on up. Come on down, Susan. You're out. I'm calling you down, calling you up here with me. I've got the link up there, so when I see you, come on up, because I kind of want to concentrate on making these stitches here on this binding. So yeah, come on. I'm going to try to multitask tonight. Oh, was that 3 weeks ago? Well, we're subscribed now anyway. I put up 2 cooking videos today. Did y'all see them? I messed up on Kim Burris's banana nut bread, Bob Dole's banana nut bread, and didn't put enough flour in it. But guess what? I'm eating it anyway, and it's pretty good. And we had a young man bring us a load of wood today, and I sent some of them home with him. They were edible. Even if they weren't perfect, they were still pretty good. And then I made Sharon Johnson's chicken for supper. So I did a quick video on that. You're here for a little bit? All right. You can stay as long as you need to. Do you have a live going on in a little bit, Nancy? Is that why you got to go? You got a live going too? You can't, you got to get over that camera shy if you're going to. I tell you, I was camera shy too until I started doing this, and then I just don't care anymore. My sister the other day after that one video said, do you ever brush your hair? I probably don't. Tuesday or Wednesday? Oh, stop that. Sorry, Susan, I didn't see you up there.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's different than what it was on StreamYard. It's little bitty over in one corner. I don't know if you've seen, and it's, if I'm not paying attention, I miss it. So what you working on, them strips? Or are you still, you're not sewing on the machine now though, are you?
No, I'm going to work on hand quilting a quilt that I've been waiting to hand quilt for a long time. I decided to take a break from the sewing machine because I've been on it since, 2 o'clock this afternoon?
Oh, wow. Let's see. Yeah, of course, your time's different than us, but that's still a long time. So.
Yep, 3 hours or so.
And that'll make you back tired, and your back tired, and your backside go sleep if you sit that long. So. Well, it does. You're probably skinny, but I tell you what, your rear will go to sleep if you sit too long. So.
I wish I was skinny again. Last time I got weighed at the doctor's office, she goes, well, how much does it say? And I said, too much.
Uh-huh. Well.
The nurse loved my humor.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, if you don't have humor, you don't have anything.
No, that's true. Hey, Lori, quilting in the country. You want to come up and sit with us too, Lori? We don't mind, do we, Susan?
No, not a bit.
Yeah.
Not a bit at all. See if I can thread this needle.
Oh, dear, I know. Sometimes it'll go right through there, and other times it won't go through for nothing. So
that's exactly right.
And J. Mary says, is this for real? At last, I'm catching you live. Hello, Rita. How are you? All is okay in Western Arkansas. Hello, Susan. How are you? And hello to all in chat.
I am fine.
And
Absolutely fine.
and Jay Mary, I don't know why you're so shocked that you called us. I go live all the time, but I did miss a day or two. Y'all are just spoiled to me going live at night, so y'all have something to laugh to look at.
Aha! It got threaded. Yay!
Oh yay! Yeah, I do. I need an air cushion, Randy. That help? You know, I've got cushions for these kitchen chairs, but I don't like to sit on them. It just puts me at the wrong height or something. So I just usually throw them in the floor and don't sit on them. And then my husband's got this old bony rear end, and he's got to sit on the cushion. He's the thing. So true.
I believe you, Rita. I do.
And hello, Kathy Jackson. Oh, I know. Y'all are laughing. You're laughing with me, okay?
Yeah. Okay, somewhere in this disaster area was a pair of scissors.
Okay,
There
you sound like me now. I can lay something down, it disappears. Don't matter if I'm sewing or in the kitchen or wherever.
Yeah. I got a layer cake in the mail that I ordered. Woohoo!
Ooh. And what's that one called?
This one is called Mauve. Be your own kind
Mauve.
of beautiful. By
Okay.
Crystal
Yeah.
Manning.
Now I didn't order any of that one, but I'll tell you, I've got a new one. I hadn't posted it yet because I'm waiting on the yardage. But it's called Sunshine and Blue Skies, and it's blue and yellow and green. It's one of them that even the name sounds pretty, don't it?
Yes, it does. It makes me want to get it. No. Oh, there's my scissors. I have to get it.
I haven't posted it yet because they haven't sent the yardage. So I was just kind of waiting in case people wanted to buy some yardage to go with the layer. I've got the fat quarters, layer cakes, and jelly rolls. So
wow,
they're pretty.
Oh, I'm sure that is.
but everyone I get's pretty though. That's the trouble. So.
Exactly.
Oh. And the other day, French General come the other day. So they're pretty too, and completely,
I love the French
completely
General.
different theme than everything else.
French General has such a nice feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like art gallery.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Hello, Janice Miller. How are you tonight? Let's see. And there's Pam, Craft On and so forth. Hello, Pam. Oh, there's Shay Shay. Hey, Shay Shay.
Hi, you guys. Oh, that's that. Okay.
I hope you guys over in chat are doing something because me and Susan are busy. Aren't we, Susan?
Yes, we are.
Y'all are probably just sitting over there eating ice cream over in the chat, aren't they?
Oh, I actually cooked dinner tonight. Woohoo!
Ooh, I did too. It was simple, but I did too.
I made homemade au gratin potatoes, green bean casserole, and fried a chicken breast.
Okay.
Yummy.
Sounds yummy, yeah. Crafting with Vivian. Hello, Vivian. And Shay Shay's making 4 patches. You know, Shay Shay's just learning to quilt. If you knew that or not, yeah.
4 patches are a good starting spot.
That's a good place to start. And hello, Sandy B. And hello, Ginger. J. Mary didn't see Shay Shay. She's in there. I've seen her name come up a time or two. J. Mary. Let's see. Jane Martin's got a blueberry cobbler in the oven.
And Cheryl is working on some crochet. It looked like it just jumped right past me.
I tell you, Cheryl's always so busy. She sews quilts during the day and crochets at night. Her little hands never stop.
Well, it's like I went to have a cyst removed from the back of my neck today, And the nurse said, "What? You don't have anything in your hands?" I said, "I have a book. Does that count?" She goes, "Oh, okay."
Uh,
Because yes, I take hand quilting or my Hexie's places with me almost all the time.
let's see. Kathy says she just rested, and Vivian is crocheting a hat.
Nice.
And Sarah, okay, you got butter pecan with blueberries on top and whipped cream.
Oh, yum. Not that I'm hungry because I had a good dinner.
Yeah, but we'll always take something sweet. Always.
Well, I do have some Oreos that I haven't opened yet.
Oh. And Shay Shay wants to try a disappearing block.
Oh, disappearing blocks are fun.
And well, there's lots of different ones you can make disappear, though. Make different designs from those, isn't there?
Yep, I did a disappearing 9 patch. Made a lap quilt for a teacher who was out on medical leave with breast cancer.
Hmm.
Found out her favorite color, so I made the quilt. It
Uh,
only took me a Saturday afternoon to make a lap to do it. It was a disappearing 9 patch.
hmm.
And I tried out 4 different layouts to find the one that I wanted.
Uh,
Made sure I had some light plate spaces and brought fabric pens for the kids in her class to write messages to her.
that's nice. Yeah.
And when she received it, she sent me an email telling me thank you so much. And then her daughter brought to the school a thank you card from her mom to me.
Uh, well, I'm going to ask how's she doing now. Is she recovered?
She is been called free of her cancer right now,
Well,
and she's
good.
back at work.
Hmm. Kathy's been making table runners. Shay Shay says yay, 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 yay. It wouldn't come out. So I'm going to curl up these 4 patches.
How cool did you go? I've never done well, I have. I've made Christmas stockings that were quilt as you go because, gee, easy. Hot pads, quilt as you go.
Hmm. So Shay Shay's real ambitious for her first learning, though.
Yes, that's for darn sure. Where are you from, Shay Shay?
Shay Shay's in New Jersey. I'll tell you, she can type it too.
Ooh, New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah. Hello, Marla Hannah.
June, hi.
Y'all are typing so much. I'm trying to read. And I'm not making any stitches. This needle not going to. It's not going to sew itself. Wants me to help it.
What are you stitching on, Rita?
I'm just hand stitching the binding on a little.
Ah,
It was just a panel, but I quilted it up on the machine and need to. Well, I sewed the binding on. I'm just
thanks,
turning.
Shay Shay, for answering me. I have a daughter who lives in upstate New York, in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York.
Mm. Well, I'm just coming right along.
Good for you.
Hello, Tina. Tina says happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to each of you. Tina says, well, happy Thanksgiving to you, Tina.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tina.
Marilyn. Marilyn says, chat's going so fast she can't get a word in edgewise. Talk faster, Marilyn.
Thanks for the laugh. I thought for a while today I was jinxing my sewing machines. My Bernina kept breaking threads. I'm going, okay, I'm going to wind a bobbin for my Janome. And the tension was screwed up on it. So I'm going, okay, I'll wind bobbins for my Juki and thread it. And I thought I had it threaded right and it wasn't working. Got on YouTube. How do you thread a Juki TL 2000 QI? And Mona did what? Had one that a video that she did a year ago or so. And I watched it and okay, had missed that step. And you thread it from the left to the right, not the right to the left. Okay, there, my bad. Works like a dream. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Breaded white chicken with cornflakes, cheese, and ranch dip. Ooh, yum.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'd be tempted to do do the dry ranch in the breading.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I did. And I didn't have fresh Parmesan. It had to be that stuff in the plastic jar, but yeah, it was good. That's what we had for supper. Sharon J had sent me that recipe.
Nice.
And let's see, I'm missing chat. If y'all type anything I don't see, that you have to retype it.
It's a bunch of highs right now.
And I had saw some up there that by the time I was going to click on them, they went up out of sight, so I missed them. But
hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Oh, and Kim says that looked delicious.
It was. And Kim, your Bob Doe banana nut bread was delicious too, only I messed up the recipe. But I gave everybody else the right measurements, so maybe they won't mess it up.
See, now my problem with things that need an electric mixer, I've packed my electric mixer up and it's not even around right now. It's locked up in the pod across the parking lot.
That sour cream coffee cake was good too.
Yeah. Oh man.
You know, a year ago, a bunch of the subscribers sent me those recipes, and I haven't done anything with them. But I'm starting to make them now, and I wish I would have a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Tina's making simple meals each night this week since Thursday. I likely won't be out of the kitchen all day. Yeah, that's true. Thursday, but I want to do some of my stuff on Wednesday, the pies and stuff, and then a little bit Thursday morning. Then we're all going to Mama's for Thanksgiving, so there'll be all kinds of food.
Well, I asked my sister-in-law, can I bring anything for Thanksgiving? And she said, just bring yourself. I said, really? Okay.
And J. Mary, I like the cornflakes and the butter, just that too, on chicken and baked. You don't even have to have the Parmesan and ranch dressing, and I like it too. Gigi Quilts. Let's see what Gigi said. Did you know that the jarred Parmesan is made with wood? Look at the ingredients. They say it contains cellulose, which is wood. Matter of fact, most shredded cheese is made of wood. Oh, well.
Okay, that kind of scares me.
I I'll buy a chunk of cheese a lot of times, but then I use a lot of the shredded just because I'm in a hurry sometimes.
Yeah, that was me. Oh, wow. A cranberry orange bread recipe?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now, did you send it to me, Kim? Did you send it? Because I don't remember seeing it. Cranberry orange.
Kim,
If
you need my address so you can send it to me. That just sounds yummy.
yeah, make the bread though. We'll take the bread already made, won't we? So
Yeah.
that's what we meant. So no,
Especially since I can't use my mixer because it's packed
yeah,
away.
yeah. Susan can't even use her mixer right now. So oh no, she hadn't sent it yet, but you will. All righty. I don't know when I'll get to it, but
And Rita, I think you still have my recipe from that block swap.
yeah, I'm sure I do. But I've got
So,
so many that I just accidentally run on to one that I'll have the ingredients for. Oh, I'll make this one. Do you remember what recipe you sent?
no, this was the block swap, not a recipe swap.
Oh, the block. Yes, I've still got your block. I've not put mine together yet. Have you put yours together?
No, I haven't yet.
Two or three times I've got them all out and had them all here on the wall, and then I just never got it done. Someday. I'm going to someday.
That's what I keep telling myself.
We will.
Well,
We'll do.
the one I'm working on, that I'm hand quilting, were blocks that the guild did, and I won all the blocks.
Oh,
I won them before the pandemic. I finally sewed it together, and I'm finally quilting it.
okay. Kim says, Mom and I used to make breads and cookies this time of year and then give them as gifts. That's a nice idea. Tina, we don't feel like turkey this year, so making a prime rib roast instead. Wow.
Well, my sister-in-law might be doing a roast for Christmas. I have mixed feelings about it.
What do you like? Just traditional, what you've always had? Do you like just tradition? Is that your
Yeah. You know what?
let's see. Cookie
Lemon
recipe.
zucchini cookies, very moist and really good.
Mm.
Yummy, Kim. I made some muffins for the moisture. I used pureed plums,
Oh, okay.
and that added sweetness and moisture.
Yeah.
And I got a blue ribbon at the fair.
Oh. Sometimes they'll use applesauce in places, some of the stuff like that,
Mhm.
in place of the eggs or whatever. But
Well, this was a darker um, muffin,
hmm.
so I thought use the darker fruit puree.
What, 32 likes and 64 in the room? Don't forget to click the like button. Yeah.
Oh, I need to do that on my phone. Whoops.
I was looking at some of my statistics on YouTube today, and some of my videos have just one dislike, and it kind of made me laugh because I figured because I don't say people's got to like them, but it makes you wonder, well, who's jealous or who's something or who's whatever. So
Right.
I just kind of laughed about it. So a
And
few years,
how they
a
do
few,
their analytics
uh,
is interesting.
that tells you how many views you get and how many subscribers
Uh-huh.
and all that stuff. But what was it? I'm going to say something else. What was I going to say? Oh, a few years ago it would have bothered me, but I think the more YouTube videos I do, the more thick skinned I get. Well, it's true.
Okay, I just hit the like button. Woohoo! Now back to my stop that phone. Back to my hand quilting. So
What
that
does
someday I'll get this done.
just a second? It's just a panel, but I'll show you. Let me, because I don't have this. The needle's not attached. Let me hold it up. It's just a panel. Can you see the little?
Oh, nice. And mine is tulips.
Yeah, it was. Cheryl was asking about that up in chat, and I missed reading it. But there's what's on mine. And hello, Deborah. Now, where'd I put that needle? I laid it down.
That was my question this morning. Where'd the needle go?
Because I've rethreaded. I'm starting with me another long piece of thread.
Thank you, Susan and Kim and Sandy and everybody. Kind of hard to look at my quilting, the line I'm quilting on, and read the chat.
I know it is. And I kind of want to get a few stitches made on this, maybe even finish it tonight. So, but I can't.
Nice.
But I can't. Somebody needs to come here and read the chat for us. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody that's not doing anything, come read the chat. Me and Susan will keep on making stitches.
It was so fun at the county fair. I was helping by putting ribbons on the ribbons on the quilts. And the judge is looking at one of my quilts that I had hand quilted. And she's going, look at those tiny stitches. And I'm going, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've tried to do big stitch quilting. It does not work.
I don't do hand quilting. It's not my thing.
It's not a lot of people's things. I'm really surprised, though, still how many people do.
And I used to go up at the little church I used to go to. The ladies up there would have a quilt up going all the time, and I would go and socialize and be with them and quilt, but I wouldn't even think about doing one myself. And that was several years ago. You know, all them ladies have kind of passed on, except for my mama, so they don't do that anymore. There's none of them hardly left.
Well, I was not around quilts growing up. The first person I saw who was a quilter, was my ex-husband's aunt. She hand pieced and hand quilted, so I thought that that's how you had to make a quilt. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to hand piece.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said then. Doing English paper piecing now. Anyway, it took forever. It took till I was pregnant with my third child to actually realize you don't have to do it by hand. You can pull cloth. You can sew it together on a machine. It's simply the layers.
Yeah.
And
Hello, over yonder and up a holler. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to say hello to them as they come in. Or we'll miss them, or it'll be gone, and then I'll have done it. But my grandma, she did that, all that hand piecing and hand quilting. But my mama didn't. Her daughter, my mama didn't. And I tell you what, I just when 30 some years ago when I learned about that strip piecing and stuff, boy, I could get them. I love doing that. The rulers and cutters, and you could make a quilt real quick. So, or
Okay,
pretty quick, yeah.
over yonder and up a holler makes me think you're from the Virginias. Because my great grandma lived up the holler.
I can't remember where she said they've been in here before, but I can't remember the state. But I bet it's a mountainous state, southern mountainous, don't you?
Yeah. My grandmothers were in quilting clubs, and I wish so much they'd have them around here still.
Hmm.
I'm in 2 quilt guilds.
Oh, and Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, I forgot to say hi to you too. You want to come up and read the chat, Rhonda? And Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte.
Lady Skies backstage, Rita.
Okay. I don't see your face. Let me see you first. You have to turn your camera on.
Hello.
Hello.
I just wanted to come up and say happy Thanksgiving.
Well,
If I don't see you this week.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. What are you making for Thanksgiving? Because I know you cook a lot of stuff.
Born and raised West Virginia.
West Virginia. You were right, Susan. You had that in pretty. Pegged that one
I'm
pretty.
gonna be making rolls and a green bean casserole.
Ah.
Are you getting together with a bunch of family?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing on Thursday. But I just wanted to say hello and happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If I don't see you
Thank you.
Well, hang out a
later
little
on the week.
unless you're doing something else.
Thank you for letting me up on the panel. I don't show myself on camera. I'm shy.
Well, you do some because I've watched some of your videos and I've seen you.
Yeah, whenever I do the YouTube live, I show myself. But whenever I'm on my StreamYards, I don't show myself because everybody has seen what I look like. So I don't want to get judged by other people that hasn't seen me yet.
You look fine.
You aren't judgy.
A lot of people are judging. They like to judge people. And that golden rule, like you always heard, you can't judge a book by its cover. So,
Well, and the good Lord also told us don't judge people.
right. I get judged a lot because of what I look like.
I'm sorry. That's so sad.
That's sad.
I'm not trying to be sad or depressing here, but I just know I get judged a lot. But I just want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone stays safe this Thanksgiving if you're traveling. If you're staying home with your loved ones coming, I hope it's a great turnout.
I'm one of those that's going to be traveling.
Well, I hope you make it safe to your destination, wherever you go.
I'm going
concerned about
to Mama's, and she lives about half a mile away down the road, across the creek.
Me, I'm crossing the mountains.
Oh, you're crossing the mountains. I'm in Tennessee, so I'm in Nashville. I live in Nashville, home of the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, I'm in central Washington State. So you go west, you go over the mountains. You go north, you go over the mountains. You go south, you go over the foothills. You go east, you go over the foothills and over the Columbia River.
Thank you, Charlotte.
So you have big mountains like the Rockies, and then you've got flatlands too, where they grow the crops out in Washington, don't you? Is that the way the terrain is?
Yep, the Cascade Mountains are one of the youngest mountain ranges in North America. home of Mount Rainier, or Mount Baker, Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, Mount Hood, the Three Sisters, and Mount Shasta.
Hmm.
And I live on the drier side of the state, semi-arid desert. We have, of course, the alpine, we have sea level, we have rainforest, we have steppe plateau.
Huh.
Washington is a beautiful state.
Hmm.
And yes, the states in the Midwest, I think, are also very beautiful.
So when did you start doing restreaming?
When did I?
Rita?
When StreamYard went way up on their price.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know if it was true or not.
They did. You know, I was on that $10 a month one, and then I got a bill the next month for $44.99.
Holy!
My
Yeah,
goodness.
I was going to say crap, but anyway.
Well,
So-
I just stopped with the holy.
So you found Restream? Is Restream like free or something?
It's probably like StreamYard. It's kind of if you only use it a little bit, it's free. And then I signed up 1 month for $16.99 a month, and then there's a Black Friday deal now where it's 50% off, so you get it for $10. So that's reasonable.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, a lot of stuff has been on sale since early this month. A lot of
Mhm.
stores went early on their Black Friday sales.
But if I was you, if I was you, I'd check into the Restream. It took me a little while to learn new technology because that's just me. But it's okay. I just can't
Right.
afford to pay a whole lot for it just for entertainment purposes.
Oh, somebody said that Rhonda's in the basement.
But I don't see you, Rhonda. Try again. I don't see you.
Well, bye, Crafting with Vivian.
Okay, I missed what Gigi said. Rhonda, I know you're saying knock knock, but I don't see you. I don't. Are you in the right house?
Yes,
Thank you for
Donna.
having me on here.
Now I
My
see
move
you.
out, my move out date has been put off until January 2nd.
You're saying knock knock, but I don't see you.
Ah,
So there's Rhonda. You wasn't there a minute ago. I wasn't trying to kick you out. You just wasn't there. So
Yeah, I know when I go to look at the chat, it cuts me off. Remember we got that last time? So I can't see chat. I can't see the talking. So what good am I? I'm of no use whatsoever.
oh, you're of use, Rhonda. Seriously.
they yeah. Jennifer, was y'all on StreamYard too? Did your bill just go up too like that? That's what mine did. Like, and Lady Sky, you could stay up here too. She thanked me for letting her come up.
Yeah.
You could have stayed up here with us.
Rita, you're talking about how your StreamYard bill went up. I signed up for internet when the world closed down because I needed to be online. $49 a month. That was pretty darn good. 3 months later, it was $59.
Yes.
2 months after that, it was $75. When it hit $129,
Oh,
and
wow.
service didn't get any better for the buck, I said goodbye.
Yeah. Huh.
That company was just out for the almighty dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. So they got Jennifer and Donnie for that extra too before we knew it was fixing to go up.
Yeah. I just got home from Texas today. I went to Texas for the weekend.
Ooh. Where in
Yes.
Texas did you go?
I go around a place called Mount Pleasant, around there.
Okay, I've heard of that place. Heard of there.
Yeah, I have decided I'm going to move back to Texas.
Are you? Well,
Yeah.
what about the grandbaby and all?
Oh, they're for me moving back because I'm not real happy here, and I love the baby and take care of her, but she needs to have someone younger too who can chase after her. I'll just be grandma and just love on her and send her gifts and be special to her, you know.
Hmm.
But it won't be for a while. It won't be for a while because
Oh.
September my lease is up.
Ah,
So I'll be moving things there little by little in a storage building.
So by next September, yeah. So you got.
Yeah, I'll be going down there for weekends and the church and see my friends and all.
Hmm.
It was fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I won't be near you, real close to you, Miss Rita.
I know it. That's what I was thinking. You're supposed to come up. Well, you still got time to come up and visit with all of us in that little quilt shop.
Yeah.
Why? Let's see. Why don't you all just use YouTube, and then you can use Zoom? Well, I don't know how to use Zoom, and I do use the YouTube Live, and it's free, but I can't have guests up here like Rhonda and Susan.
you can with Zoom, and
Okay.
there is free Zoom. So
Hmm.
I just don't know how it works when you use Zoom on YouTube because I don't have a channel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'd be sitting here hand quilting, which is about watching that is about as exciting as watching paint dry.
What are you working on, Miss Rita?
I'm hand binding a little baby quilt, a little pretty
Oh.
quilt. See the little. It was just a panel that,
Yeah.
but it's cute.
Well, I drove all day, and of course I hit, Benton and Little Rock and everything during the traffic. Oh my goodness.
Uh,
Oh.
Big city and traffic.
Look
Yeah.
how colorful. Well, I thought it wouldn't be much traffic, but no, it was all 4 lanes or whatever were just full, and I thought this is crazy.
uh,
Our high traffic here is when classes get out at the college and school's out for the day. School buses and college kids.
Yeah. Oh, hey Rita, have you heard from Randy?
he was in here a few minutes ago. I was about ready to put him in timeout.
Oh, good. I was just afraid that he was ill, that he was sick or something, because he wasn't feeling real good last time I heard from him.
Okay. Randy, you still in here? Yeah, he was just teasing people. So, and he put me in timeout the other day for
Did
just
he
a few
really?
minutes. He was on, and I was getting ready to go to town. I said, "Well, I'm fixing to go to town," but then I kept thinking of something I wanted to come back and type and say. So he put me in timeout.
Oh my goodness.
Just a short one. Because you know how we have them goodbyes where we don't ever leave. But anyway.
Right. Yeah, like, no, you hang up first. You hang up first. No, you.
Kim, I thought I remember that you do some hand quilting sometimes. I find it very, very relaxing and de-stressing.
I will be an hour and less than 30 minutes. I mean 3 hours, less than 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I drive it like it's nothing. It is good highway. I saw Charlotte's comment. Was it Charlotte? How far were you here
How
for?
far?
Yeah. Yeah, and I went up last Saturday. I left like early in the morning and got there in no time. And spent the whole day there Saturday, Sunday, and spent some today with my friend, and then I drove back. I left about 1 something, and I got here at 5, and it was already dark at 5 o'clock. That's
Cheryl,
Yeah.
for me, it's easier to hand quilt without a hoop at this point in time. I just make sure I basted it really well because I can feel through the layers easily to know if I've got a bump or a pucker or something I don't want, and I can smooth it out.
And hello to the real Carol B.
Yeah. Is that your property there at our background that we're seeing?
Yeah, I made that picture 2-3 years ago, but that's part of it. Yeah.
That's really pretty. I like the
Nice.
colors.
Those look like cool dogs there in the bottom of the screen. Nice doggies.
Doggies, that.
That seeing those makes me think of we live in farm country. People have cows. People have horses.
Yeah.
And we go to the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle. And I'm excited. My daughter, youngest, is going to get to see lions and tigers and bears and elephants and giraffes. And she's, yeah. We go to the children's zoo. Cows! I'm going, seriously? You can look out your bedroom window at home and see cows.
Hello, retired Red. And she says that's Midwest goodbyes. They do like us, just like us in the South.
Yeah. Yeah. Midwest goodbyes.
Oh, okay. I like your name, Retired Red. Retirement is nice. I'm digging it.
I thought I was retired, but I don't think I am.
Rita, you're not going to believe what happened to me.
What happened?
I
You
met
got
a lady.
You got a boyfriend?
Well, I do have a boyfriend, but met a lady at church last night in the church that I belong to in Texas, and she said, "What do you do?" I said, "Oh, I quilt and I like to sing." She goes, "Oh, I have 5 bags in my car of quilting that a lady gave me, and I don't even quilt. I have fabric."
Wow.
So I brought it home, and oh my goodness, one is even still on the bolt. There's fabric on a bolt. It looks good fabric. I can't wait to go through. That's a blessing. Even though I didn't need it, but I always share my fabric, and I teach kids and stuff and use my fabric, so I'll pass it forward and stuff. But I thought, oh my goodness, hyperventilate.
J. Mary thinks I should check out the Zoom because I can have people on the panel with you and have chat. But what do you do? What do you have to do? Send everybody a link before the time for the Zoom, though?
Yep, you'd send the meeting ID and the passcode.
Yeah, there's some widow sites. That's how we get on there. All of us we all talk. We get on Zoom and stuff. But I haven't been on one of those in a long time. But see, right now I'm on my phone. It wouldn't matter if I was on Zoom. Actually, I don't know if I could get Zoom on my phone because I'm not in there in my laptop.
You can download the app.
Great. That's all I need is another app on this phone.
I hear you. I know.
Dang.
I have a lot of
The age I am. Don't try to teach me nothing new.
I know it. Oh.
That's a nice idea. Go to Hobby Lobby, buy scraps to practice quilting since you're learning. That's pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who said what?
Prepped for Eternity Homestead.
She's just learning to sew.
Yeah. Learning to quilt.
See, I had scraps when I started quilting because I made clothes for my kids.
Wow.
And because of where I lived, it's where I live. Summers are hot. You use cotton because cotton breathes. And I know because I was sewed garments that you don't mix man-made with natural fibers because then you'll have seams that rip apart.
Hmm.
And made what I found out was basically a charm pack sized square postage stamp quilt.
Yes, Tina. Me too. My timing's off. The TV is on one time and the phone is on another, so I can't figure out if I'm behind or ahead.
Uh,
Oh, okay. The phone is ahead. Okay.
Yeah, phones are a lot closer to than laptops or computers or television.
and hello to Teresa and Minister Bob. And did I miss anybody else?
Hi, Charlotte.
Uh-oh. My daughter's calling. I think I'll have to go and
Uh-oh.
see what she wants. I told him I was in town, but hey, I'll talk to y'all a bit. I'll be watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all keep sewing. You
Have a
encourage us.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Yes.
Are you coming back when you get off the phone, maybe? Maybe?
I don't know if you
No,
want
you
me
don't
to.
know. Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Linda Brookshire. I have a question. Has anybody seen my mouse? Has a four-legged mouse? I hope I don't have
I
him.
hope I don't. Ooh.
I'll give him back if I have him, Linda. And it's the time of year, though. They go to looking for a place to get in out of the cold, though, don't they? They go to coming.
Oh my gosh, yes. There was one year, had a friend over, we were playing Scrabble, heard a sound, she caught the mouse, she took it outside, and he went in and invited his whole family, and they all came in out of the cold.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Maureen, for doing that. Why didn't you just kill the thing? Then we wouldn't have had the
Yeah.
infestation.
And Teresa, it's an old picture, but it is from the farm and our cows 2 or 3 years ago. One fall 2 or 3 years ago. It's not a recent picture, but it pretty much looks the same.
The colors are pretty in the trees. Could tell it was fall.
Mm-hmm.
Can see red.
I bet I get done before you do.
You probably will. I'm only on my second across the quilt.
Okay. So it's not a fair race then, is it?
Nope. Oh, he was eating your chocolate candy. Oh man. Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Wonder where he went. You read that? I put out candy on the trap and I can't find this. Or the mouse.
Oh, Linda, that's ooh. I'm sorry. Hope you find him and send him on to the great beyond.
Uh-huh. And I use them sticky traps, but I'm telling you, when you catch a mouse on them, it's pretty pitiful, though. You know.
Oh.
You know.
That winter, my husband's job was to empty the traps. I would bait them and set them. And I didn't even have the baited trap on the floor when a mouse jumped out and it snapped in my hand. I threw the trap and I ran. Got the
Ooh.
kids. We're going to go to Maureen's house and we're going to see if she needs any help setting up for her daughter's birthday party. I don't care that it's 7 o'clock and the party's not until 3. We're getting the heck out of here.
And let's see, Maryland, I have a really old quilt I got at an estate sale. It's all made out of polyester fabrics. It was well used, but still doesn't need any mending anywhere.
I don't doubt it.
And let's see, J. Mary, I had a rooster the other day. Neighbors' chickens got loose and they were rounding them up. My dog was going nuts every time the rooster crowed. I think so. Hey, Mona.
Hey, Mona, I watched your video about how to thread my Juki. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
After I got it threaded right, and I spent 3 hours sewing on it.
And
Hello,
Denise S.
Hi, Denise.
Polyester lives forever.
That it does.
Teresa says.
I went to the store, got me some regular mouse straps. I don't like those either, but I got to find that mouse because it's going to be staking my house out.
Yeah. Yes.
Aww. Well, I think it's time to tie a knot in this thread on the back because it's getting really small.
That is good, and I wish you luck threading the needle on the new thread.
I did learn something that I didn't know before. There's a better side to thread from, so if you can't thread from one side, turn it over, and chances are really good you'll get the thread from the other side.
Yeah, the end that comes off the spool is the end that ought to go into the needle better. And I can't do that where they roll it, the needle on their hand. I can't get that to work. Can you do that?
Can I. That's a trick that this old lady has not been able to figure out.
I can't do that one. Let's see. Jennifer from Prep says she heard that Juki only makes a straight stitch. Is that true?
Yes. So if I need like a zigzag or a buttonhole stitch, I gotta hope and pray that the Bernina won't break thread and I can use it. Since my good old Viking doesn't zigzag correctly and doesn't buttonhole correctly anymore, I think she got jealous when the Juki got delivered. She started acting up.
She's jealous.
Yep.
Prepped. I've heard that too, but now they do. But so you can buy one now, but it costs a whole lot more. It does more than just a straight stitch. Is that what J.
Last June, the day that the staff at the grade school I worked at was getting the library ready for my retirement party, I had to stick around in the office. So I got on my phone and I said, prices of Jukis. And this one website came up, this supposed to be over $1,000 Juki was on sale for $4.95, and I said, "Ooh, that's coming home to me." Press the button.
Maybe your machine needs serviced, is what Mona's telling you.
Well, Mona, I did talked on the phone to a guy in Minnesota
Minnesota.
who
Tina.
specializes in working on Vikings. And I told him what brand it was and what it was doing. He says, "Oh, that's electrical. You kind of need a new sewing machine." And I said, "Okay."
And there's Jean. Hey, Jean, come on up and visit with us.
Tina, hi.
Tina was making blueberry jam.
My mother used to make blackberry jam.
Well, maybe she said blueberry. I have to wake up I'm getting scatterbrained. And Belinda's wondering if the mouse is on her door. If you can find the hole where the mouse came in, shove tinfoil in it. Mice avoid tinfoil. I learned that from experience. This might be something to try to remember. Hello, Donna Armstrong. Oh, Kim going good night. Good night, Kim.
Yeah, I used the peppermint oil for mice. I didn't know about the aluminum foil. But that does make sense.
Yeah, and that peppermint oil is supposed to keep spiders away too, though, isn't it?
That's what I've heard. And I've also heard if you put some pennies in like a clear Ziploc bag with some water and hang it up where you've got flies, it'll make the flies go away.
Right.
I did not know that.
I've heard that, but I don't know if it works or not. So. I've tried it. I don't do it every year, but I've tried that before. I couldn't tell much difference, but and Jean says hey to everybody, saying hello.
Oh, blackberry pie. Oh, that brings back memories.
Hmm. Good night, Tina. She said, "Are you leaving us, Tina? Safe travels over the holidays and blessings."
Bye, Tina. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
And Retired Red uses the spray foam in the entrance and exits.
Well, Mona, I'm glad you popped in so I could say thank you for the video you posted, whatever it is you posted. So I got my Juki threaded correctly.
It's just a little panel crib quilt that I'm working on, Jean. What are you working on? You have to come up and show us what you're sewing on. Water in a Ziploc bag keeps the mud daubers away.
Okay, I'm going to show my ignorance. What is a mud dauber? Is it some kind of bug?
They look like a wasp. They almost, except they're more skinny bodied, but they make them little mud things where they lay their eggs and the new mud daubers come out.
Oh.
Don't they? There'll be these little mud things. They'll make them just any place, but especially up high around the eaves and things. Y'all know what mud daubers are, don't you?
It's kind of a wasp. Okay.
But they don't sting. They don't sting, but they kind of look like a wasp, but they don't sting you. But they build them little mud thingies.
I'm allergic to bees, hornets, and wasps.
I'll have to tear down one of their mud dauber nests someday and show you guys that don't know what a mud dauber is.
Thank you.
Someday, if I remember it, because I'm sure there's some mud dauber places around here.
Oh, you're not set up to come up this evening. Sad.
Yeah, Catherine, that's what I call them too. With the mud
Dirt daubers.
Love it. Yeah, dirt daubers. Yeah, I do too. And then they were calling them mud daubers, so it's kind of the same difference. But yeah, and they'll leave them old muddy places where they build them nests, won't they?
Maybe that's why I don't know. We have I'm in a semi-arid desert. We don't have mud very often.
So, yeah, the rest of y'all have dirt daubers, don't you? Yeah, Jay Mary knows what dirt daubers, dirt daubers, mud daubers. Who knew we was going to talk about dirt daubers tonight?
From mice to dirt daubers.
Yeah.
And cows in the middle.
Yeah, cows in the middle. Never seen one in California. Oop, I gotta plug up. My thing just said the battery's down.
I've never seen him in Washington either. So
Let's see. Yeah, they're the same bug. Yeah, mud dancers. I never heard them called mud dancers. Whoop, where'd they go? There it is. Comment. Mud dancers. I've never heard that. Or dirt dogs. I can't spell. Who's talking about cat litter tonight? We ain't talking about cat litter tonight. that was months ago. Mud dippers. Look at all the different names. Mud dippers, mud dancers, dirt daubers. There are all kinds of names.
That's interesting.
Oh, and Lorraine's never heard of them in Massachusetts. We got them down. We got them down here in the South.
Well, Miss Rita, I don't live in the South.
I know you don't, and you ain't got this accent either. So. Thank goodness.
I do. It's put on because my accent is the lack of from Washington State.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Ohio. I never heard of a mud dipper except for little kids playing.
Mm-hmm.
Where in Ohio are you?
Was that Jean?
It went past too fast.
Yeah, I'm trying to read over here. I want to see what else they say about mud dogs. I'm finding this kind of interesting because I grew up with mud dogs.
I know what chiggers are. I know what chiggers are.
Uh-huh. Say cat litter and Shay says. Oh, y'all are cracking me up. And I missed some of the funny comments too.
Living in the woods, I'm always fighting off Critteron who gets to live in my house. I keep telling them when they pay the taxes, they can move in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I just got an email about a free quilt pattern.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Blush Wonder. Oh, dear.
Hmm. Who sent it out?
Free quilt pattern.
Oh. And there's Lynn. Hey, Lynn. She says, hi, Rita and everyone in chat. I'm quilting and listening, but needed to say hi.
Well, hi to you. Oh, quiltdreams.com. Well, show me the quilt. Oh.
Ben, we don't have chiggers in northern Indiana, but my cousin south of Indianapolis has them.
Oh, I think I probably heard about chiggers from my great aunt who was from Arkansas.
Oh, you had family in Arkansas. Well, well,
Aunt Arlene and Aunt, I can't think of her name. They were actually my dad's second cousins. Shoot. Eleanor. Aunt Eleanor.
Eleanor. Minister Bob, I had mud daubers build a nest above my doorway, and sometimes they would fly in, so I knocked them off there. And you know, when they're flying around, sometimes you can't tell for a little bit if it's a wasp or a dirt dauber. If it's a wasp, but you sure don't want to get too close. Don't want to sting you, but dirt daubers don't sting. I changed the subject from Aunt Eleanor and Aunt Arlene to mud daubers.
And chiggers.
and cat litter, wherever that came from. So.
Yeah, that wasn't me.
And I remember the chiggers from Arkansas, their bites hurt. Yes, they do. And if y'all ever got into sea ticks and there'd be hundreds of sea ticks crawling up your leg, some of y'all know what sea ticks are. And you'd brush against a bush and hundreds of them. No bigger than a pinhead.
And yes, Charlotte, you are so right.
Yes.
Even just thinking about it makes my skin itch.
And they do them dirt daubers. They'll build them old mud nests every place. No, they're seed ticks because they're tiniest seeds. SEED. Seed ticks. Because they're teeny tiny. Of course, they're baby ticks, but they're little bitty. Y'all in the South ain't never heard of them?
I have. Low tide on Puget Sound.
And they're so tiny, they're hard to even see to get them off of you. And I guess DJ and Charlotte's talking about towns in Alabama. Minister Bob says, I like bees. They seem to be friendly. I've never had one get mad at me. They'll only sting you if they're trying to protect their honey and stuff, probably. They're trying to protect something. The GIs on Fort Chaffee would find out real fast what chiggers and seed ticks are.
Yeah.
I think they may be one of their most hated things to encounter in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And let's see, we got a new lady. Y'all say hi to Amy. Amy Scribner. Hi, Rita. New here from Northwest Ohio. Grew up on a farm, and yes, mud daubers everywhere. Mud daubers or dirt daubers?
Northwest Ohio. Wow.
Well, welcome to our chat tonight, Amy.
Amy, back in 2007, I was visiting friends in Navarre, Ohio, just south of Akron. Drove home on Interstate 90, up the interstate from Akron to I-90 and I-90 all the way home.
And Amy, they're saying hi to you, and some of them's familiar with places in Ohio too, over in the chat. And do you sew or quilt or what? What's your hobbies, Amy?
Oh, right on Lake Erie. Nice. I got to see Lake Erie this summer from the area around Buffalo.
And Amy kept in Stitches jeans in Ohio too. And I think there's probably some more in chat that's from Ohio.
Ohio's in the house.
Watching them. I enjoy watching mud robbers build their nest. It's amazing how they do it. Have you ever seen them out around a mud puddle gathering up that mud? But I don't ever see where they take it. I don't watch that close. I guess I've got other things to do, Marilyn. Other than watch the mud daubers, dirt daubers. Now, y'all got me saying mud dauber, and I usually say dirt dauber. Let's see.
Oh,
Brian, home of Spangler, candy canes, and dum-dum suckers. I think I've got a dum-dum sucker over there in my bag.
Oh, yes, the Buckeyes are doing absolutely amazing this year. So are the Oregon Ducks.
J. Mary says, Amy, I met a few dum-dum suckers in my life.
That was a good one.
And hello.
Oh, you like to cook. Nice.
And Jean is from North Canton, Ohio.
Home of the football. I've been to the Football NFL Hall of Fame. Woohoo!
And hello, Shelly. She got family in Archbold.
Canton's a nice city.
Home of many tornadoes and land of devil winds.
Oh,
I've watched YouTube videos on that Xenia tornado from several years ago. The tornado there.
Isn't it in Canton that the First Ladies Museum is?
Now that I don't know. Hello, Daisy Mae.
So whoever's the one that's up there from Canton, North Canton, answer my question, please.
and I
don't remember. That was too long ago.
It was so. Yeah, there's people from all over coming in this chat. Let's see. Is there alcohol involved when watching? Oh, the dirt daubers. Randy, we'll put you in timeout if you bother Marilyn.
When I was in college, I went to home for the weekend with my roommate who lived off of Puget Sound. And we ended up with a drinking game. Every time we saw a clam squirt water out of the sand, we took a drink. We got a little wasted.
No. Let's see. Jean had a tornado hit her house in Xenia in 2000.
Oh my gosh.
Tornadoes scare me because I live in Tornado Alley, so to speak, down here too.
Yeah, you do. Then there's all those in Western Washington and Southern and Vancouver Island of Canada and British Columbia and Oregon and California, the bomb cyclone that hit.
Yes.
My son finally got his power back yesterday.
So how many days was it off? Several days, wasn't it?
It hit on Friday, so it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Hmm.
And they're gearing up for round 2.
Oh. I got to thread my needle.
Hope you can see the eye.
Well, missed it that time.
Love it, Marilyn.
I got it.
Yay!
No, you didn't think I was going to get it. I was sitting there cross-eyed.
I had faith in you, Rita.
Let's see. Is Janet in here? Did I miss Janet? Hey, Janet. I do have a storm pit. I call it a storm cellar, though. I don't call it a storm pit. It's a storm cellar. Have to go outside and go down in the hole.
That's what I grew up. First Lady National Historic Site consists of 2 properties in downtown Canton. Thank you.
Well,
I've been there.
Is everyone ready? Janet wants to know if everybody's ready. Well, I've been to the grocery store, but we won't get ready till Wednesday.
My getting ready for Thanksgiving will be make sure that I have enough gas in my car to make it across the mountains.
Yeah.
And praying that people drive decently on the pass.
Yeah. J. Mary says she was reading that the Tornado Alley is moving. It's not where it used to be.
Yep. Hi, Rita, and all hand pink waving.
Well, Joan, huh? Hey,
Hello,
Joan.
Joan. Or a bigger eye on her needle.
All right. Ready? I'm telling you, you're fixing to get that time out.
I
Like,
have
I
discovered
need longer arms, and Jean, is Jean bigger? Yeah.
I have discovered that the brand of quilting needles in betweens that I like the most are the Roxanne needles. They have a bigger eye that I can actually see and get the thread through. Bowen and the others that say they're big eyes, I'm sorry, no. You cannot get hand quilting thread through that eye.
And I've never bought any of those with the little open spot where you just hook your thread through there. I've never tried those, but
I don't like those.
I wouldn't think I would either. So that's the reason I've never tried to get any. So
I was given a set of 6, and they always came unthreaded when I'm pulling the needle through.
That's what I would be afraid of or worried about.
Hello, Katie Crafts.
Do you know they make big eye needles?
And Jean, how are you?
Size 12. Let's see.
I use, these are 11s. I haven't tried a 12 yet.
I use whatever I can find because I'm so unorganized.
Well, I don't use my betweens for sewing on binding. I use bigger hand sewing needles for that.
And Christine says she likes the open-ended needles for weaving in short thread ends. Now that might be a good use for it. Let's see,
Oh,
Linda.
yeah, 2 o'clock does come mighty
Oh,
early.
Linda. Yeah, good night, Linda. Well, I missed the comment. Yeah, if you got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jean, that it's not been a good day for you.
Not Linda. What, Randy, you're not on Facebook anymore? And Daisy, J. Mary, I'm interested in your answer, especially now with the reply. Is that the answer about the Tornado Alley moving? Is that what you're talking about, Daisy May? Charlotte's calling it a night as
Yep,
well. Good night,
you are
Charlotte.
right. There is a right and a wrong side. I was telling Rita about that.
Anybody got
Uh,
snow?
don't have snow yet, Janet, here. And it can stay away for a while. And for me, it's not my eyes not seeing it. It's the hole being too friggin' small for the thread.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Jean, they're praying for you. We all are. Uh, okay, I hadn't noticed Randy since he keeps getting hacked. Let's see, and don't cut your. That's a pretty good tip. Don't cut your thread off the spool until you thread the needle. That's probably so that way you'd make sure you put the right end through the needle eye.
I did that not that long ago when I pulled and my spool went rolling across the floor.
And Amy up in Ohio, she had a little snow.
All we've had here, thanks to that bomb cyclone, is rain. We don't normally get rain. More than a couple showers in a day. This has been days and days of it. I've actually seen umbrellas pop out.
Yeah, I saw that, Randy, where Sarah got hacked. Janet put up her Christmas tree. I'm not even putting up a Christmas tree. Bah humbug.
My Christmas tree is packed away because we were supposed to be back for December.
Mm.
So I'll just have a little silver tinsel tree,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be it. All my Christmas ornaments are packed away.
Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before the holiday.
It's Monday night, yeah. I keep having to remember can't keep up with what day of the week it is, but we'll probably be on again before Thanksgiving. Might even be on Wednesday during the day. Who knows? I don't know.
Wednesday's the day that I'm heading across the mountains. Oh, you've never used a real tree. Wow. When my kids were little, I would buy the permit from the Forest Service and would go up and with a sled in the snow up into the mountains and cut a tree down. From Pennsylvania, he would like several feet of snow and Christmas all year long.
Well, I wanted to work on this a long time tonight, but I don't know. I'm getting bored with it. You know that?
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I mean?
Although, I have 2 quilts that I'm being paid to bind.
Oh, okay.
Kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Nice.
even if it's not bind, when you're sewing the binding on it, it's the last part of this quilt. It's almost done. You get that little excitement.
Yeah.
Oh, little live tree in a pot. Oh, how cute, Joan. Yeah, I've noticed small live trees in front of the supermarket.
Turning a corner. I'm about halfway done because it's not a big quilt, but it's took me an hour and 43 minutes.
Well, let's see. I'm halfway done with my second pass of my clamshells. Which is how I'm the quilting design I'm doing for this. I have to find the stencil. I hope I didn't pack it. Otherwise, it's going to come to a screeching halt in a couple more rows. Yeah, we'd go to the tree lot and get a tree, tie it to the top of the station wagon, and bring it home. And
that sounds like
it was either too short,
movie almost, tied
Mm-hmm.
it to the station wagon. Yeah.
Well, there were 7 of us in the family. You needed a station wagon.
Yeah. Amy says, my husband is Jeffrey. He came on and asked Rita about Pennsylvania Dutch. Well, okay.
Oh, okay.
I remember that, but hey, I don't claim to be no expert on nothing, so I'm not going to.
Pennsylvania Dutch quilt style of quilts. Interesting. I might have to Google that.
So I don't claim to be no expert. So usually if somebody comes in here and asks a question, I'll say, chat, find the answer. I delegate the responsibility for teaching things. And
I'm wondering if Pennsylvania Dutch quilts are like Amish quilts.
I just wonder about that. Joan, you finished my binding? Well, it's not too bad, but I've been working on it for a while now. I think I need to stand up. You know what I said when we started about sitting too long? Oh, may have to shut my camera off and get up and move around. Because, we can sit too long and we probably need to get up and move every once in a while. Get circulation going again.
Oh, wow.
Did you find the Pennsylvania Dutch quilts? Is that what you're looking for?
They're offshoot of Amish quilts. Oh, that's a pretty Bargello.
Yeah. Jennifer says, I hope a squirrel don't run out of that tree.
That's actually what I was thinking of from Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
And Linda Brookshire's not in here right now, but her mouse might run out of a tree too. I could see a mouse being in a tree.
Yeah. Why the Yakima River Canyon is one of Washington's most scenic drives. Gee, I know why. It's beautiful. River lazily flowing through the canyon with basalt cliffs, sagebrush hills, great blue heron sometimes in the river, bald eagles, deer, a winery.
Jennifer, oh my goodness, I hope not. Maybe I need to rethink this idea. It'll be fine.
When I was a kid, we would meet my grandparents at the Lake Easton State Park off of I-90 in the Cascade Mountains. And we'd spit out our watermelon seeds and watch the chipmunks dash.
Okay, to get
So
them.
you could get the seeds the first. Well, my older brother, decided he wanted one of those as a pet. So he caught the thing, put it in a cardboard box, put it in the car, and as we're going home, it had chewed its way out of the cardboard box and raced across my mother's feet, who screamed. We had to pull over and get the chipmunk out of the car, and my brother was bawling his eyes out. That's my pet! That's my pet!
Oh no.
Yes, they are along the line of folk art patterns. They're very pretty.
But are they all applique?
Some are applique, yes. I texted a friend of mine who lives in that part of Pennsylvania. Oh, Leavenworth is gorgeous. Come west and come visit.
Leavenworth, Washington?
Yes.
Isn't there Leavenworth in other states too?
Leavenworth, Kansas. Leavenworth, Washington lost its tourist place when the railroad shut down.
Hmm.
So they decided, and they were being bypassed by the highway. So they figured they're surrounded. They're in the middle of the mountains. They've got these beautiful snow-capped mountains that look like the mountains of Germany.
Huh.
They made themselves into a Bavarian village, and it's one of the most touristy places in Washington State. And it's only an hour away from me.
And J. Mary wants to see the picture on your phone that you pulled up. You have one pulled up?
The only one I have right now is of the Yakima River Canyon. And I can actually find a photo that I've taken of it. Go away, app. Go away, app. Yes, I want to exit it. Go to my photos.
The Pennsylvania Dutch are more colorful than their Amish cousins. Yes, many are applique, but lots are pieces. Yeah, because I bet the Amish aren't they? Are they not kind of have to be dull colors? Maybe, I don't know.
Amish use solid colors. Pennsylvania Dutch will use pattern in their fabrics too.
Leavenworth, Kansas is the prison, and hi Bernice. You guys say hi to Bernice.
Hi, Bernice.
And Janet has family in Yakima, Washington, and Seattle.
That's my hometown, Yakima, Washington.
Leavenworth, Washington. It's a Christmas village. Is it?
Yep, Bavarian Christmas Village.
Well,
They have the Christmas store. Come on, where's my pictures of the Yakima River Canyon?
and Doggleband, my nephew keeps calling me. I know, and you want to visit with us, Doggleband. But you talk to your nephew.
Come on, where did it go?
It's that technology we can't figure out. So
I can find Phoenix. I can find Chelan. I can find around the university.
they have to be, Catherine says, they have to be solid color for Amish, and those colors are dictated by their particular religious group.
Yep.
And Dogglebin said, that's why I keep popping in and out.
Okay.
He's just checking on you, Dogglebin. Make sure you're okay.
I don't know how well this is going to show.
I mean,
doesn't show very well.
No, I'm not.
That's the Yakima River.
I'm not quite.
But it doesn't show very well on my phone camera. On my camera.
No.
This is some of the basalt formations.
And Pam, she lives close to Leavenworth, Indiana.
Wow.
Janet's been to Yakima. And Joan, my son-in-law, bought me an Amish quilt. It's got reds in it.
Nice. What's your cousin's name, Janet? If I still had pictures up on my wall that weren't packed away, I could show you photographs from my wall that would show it better than my phone. Yeah, live in a state of confusion. I know that one, Jean.
Yeah, a lot of us live there. Yeah.
I belong to the Yakima Valley Quilt Guild.
Hmm.
Withrow. Okay, that last name is familiar. Why is it familiar? That name is familiar.
Huh. Jean says it's pouring down rain. I need to wake my husband up down there, tell him to throw another log on the fire. My feet's getting cold. Terry, you awake? He didn't answer me.
Terry.
He's hard of hearing. Maybe I didn't yell loud enough. I don't want the fire to go out right here before bedtime.
Oh. Nice.
Ooh.
That is a theme.
Mm.
I'm going to quilt con this February in Phoenix.
Huh. Catherine grew up in Quitman. And wouldn't that be kind of neat to quilt with the Amish, though? That'd be kind of.
Oh, that would.
Oh, Jay Mary's making my feet feel colder. 33 degrees here in West Central Arkansas. And she's not too far.
35 here in Ellensburg.
I'll be right back. I'm going to start my camera and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Because I am going to go check the stove because he's asleep.
Oh.
He is.
Bye, Daisy. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, Daisy. I'm waving to you. I'll be right back. I can't move. I've sat too long.
Everybody's saying bye to you, Daisy.
Let's talk back in a minute, okay?
That was a good one, Jean. Let's go raid the quilt shop while Rita's gone.
I see that. I tell you what, I've been sitting here for almost 2 hours, and when I got up, I had to get the keeks out before I could even walk across the floor. Whew.
It's not fun getting old, is it?
It's not. And I bet I'm older than you are. So
I believe you probably are.
I am. Yeah, Jennifer, Jean buys from me just pretty often. I send a package to Jean. I I show that pretty fabric, and she just can't resist getting some of it.
You have a website, right, Rita?
I do. Yeah, I do.
I may have to check your store out
Okay.
online.
It don't have everything, but it's got some pretty good stuff.
Good one, Janet. Good one.
Me, me either, but I guess I'm proud of the years that I've got.
So,
I
Rita,
work.
how many years have you been quilting?
I started quilting in the early 1990s. Okay, the strip piecing with Eleanor Burns and that stuff, and then
Oh, yeah.
then the kids and everything got busy, and I quit for a long time. And so I didn't start back till 4 or 5 years ago. I started back.
Ah,
But it's hard to have time to do some of that stuff when the kids are little. So
I know. I had 3 kids and trying to carve time out to sit at my sewing machine and sew a quilt.
so it was right before that pandemic that I kind of started back and got really into sewing, and then the pandemic, and then everybody stayed home sewed. So we
Yeah.
did. Oh, but
I mean, I used the pandemic to pull out ancient UFOs and finish them.
uh-huh.
Some of them even had cat hair in them.
But I had been away from it so long that there was so much new stuff. I didn't even know that there were layer cakes and jelly rolls until 4 or 5 years ago. I thought, wow,
I
because
like that. 3
because
dog night where you throw another dog on the bed to stay warm, but all I got is 1 dog and 1 cat. So I got to drag out the wool army blankets.
blankets. Hmm?
Me, I just threw another quilt on the bed because I don't have any pets.
It can be addictive. I can't wait till I put that new stuff up there and show you that blue skies, sunshine and blue skies.
And yes, it is. Visiting quilt shops is addictive.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the checks during the pandemic, stimulus checks, I stimulated local economies in Oregon, in California, in Montana, in Texas, in Maine, in Ohio.
Yeah. Now, what Catherine wrote here? No, is Catherine? Is it your birthday? 71 today. Is she telling us it's her birthday?
I like that. Older but not wiser. I tell people I'm old enough to know better, but still young enough to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Although even that's getting harder to do with arthritis.
Yeah.
I started quilting in 1988.
1988. But I did make my first quilt when I was 19 or 20 because it was 19. It was before I married, so it was about 1979. That was when I made my first quilt, and I still have it.
Aw, I like that. J. Mary, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday, Catherine.
So we think that Catherine, that was a hint that it was your birthday today. So happy birthday. When I'm getting checked out at the store, I say, have patience with me. Yeah.
I've never been this old before. I was with my daughter at Joann's, and I thought we had a lot of fabric to cut and be cut. Person in front of me had 6 bolts of fabric, and she was having to measure it because she wanted to know how much was on each because she was buying them.
Uh-huh.
It takes a lot of time to unroll a bolt, measure it, and
Measure.
then roll it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was only buying 9 yards of fabric.
Uh,
It was on sale. What can I say?
no. Janet, I always tell them I don't get out much, so lots of things are new to me, LOL. It's okay, Catherine. You should have told us quicker. Hey, we got to sing happy birthday. Want us to sing happy birthday to you? If Randy's not in here to criticize. So.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you. Happy birthday, dear Catherine. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. I can't show you that first quilt. I think I've showed it a few years ago.
Hi, Sandra.
Hey,
A
Sandra.
fellow Washingtonian. Woohoo!
Hey, Sandra, come up and join us if you want to.
Just
I want
up
to
the road a
try.
piece.
I want to try to stay a little longer because I actually want to finish this, but it's going to be another hour or two before I. Because I don't like to bind during the day. This is a sit down at night job and not do nothing else. You are special, Catherine.
Glad we could help you feel special. You are a special person.
They were singing happy birthday to me the other day on that live stream. And what was it? Randy said they've spent all their money on fabric instead of singing lessons or something like that.
I couldn't show my first quilt. It lives in New York.
I kept the first one
Oh,
I made. Yeah. Let's see.
well, I'm really pleased that my youngest still has that baby quilt
Mm-hmm.
that I made her.
But yes. Yeah. It's an heirloom. Yeah. Spent your singing lesson money. Yeah, that's what Randy told us. Yeah. Spent your singing lesson money on fabric. It's the thought that counts, though. And Joan, my youngest. Nope. No, didn't go up there.
Granddaughter was 16 yesterday. I'm
Mm,
older than dirt. Joan, my only granddaughter, is going to be 18 in, let's see, a week.
mm.
Wow. I can't leave a quilt shop with just that.
Hmm.
1 yard and 4 fat quarters.
Let's see. Does yellow roses mean you don't love someone anymore? I never heard that. Somebody look that up.
Google it.
Because yellow roses are beautiful. I hope that's not what it means.
They were my grandmother's favorite flowers. She had yellow climbing roses over her arbor. I see yellow roses and I think of Grammy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marilyn, you and Randy agreed on something.
There's a reason I don't watch the So Yeah Brothers destash. I spent $240.
Uh, okay, see, J. Mary, they say yellow roses mean friendship. Jean and Katie both looked it up. It
Symbol
means
of friendship, joy, and happiness. They can
see
also
that.
represent feelings of warmth, delight, caring, and affection.
See, that's a whole lot better than you don't love them anymore.
Yeah. When a man sends you yellow roses with one red in the middle, is this something I should tell my husband since they were delivered to my office and he doesn't know? Yeah, I had to pull out my phone and Google.
Yeah.
Now I got to plug my phone in. Okay, white roses. I'll look that up.
Yeah, now we're let's see, is that about all the colors?
Eternal love, young love, new beginnings, fresh starts, purity, innocence, loyalty. There you go. You know, I don't think I'm gonna look at soft squares if it's a dangerous channel for pocketbook.
Now I try not to nag you guys about buying fabric from me, because I don't. I mean, I want your friendship, not just you to be a customer. So, not that I wouldn't appreciate it, but just saying. Let's see, what's it? Tomato. Either way, you're out of luck, J. Mary.
Potato.
Yeah, it means friendship, not that you don't love them anymore.
Now, I will admit I was very, very, very touched when my second husband, I get to work. This was before we got married, and there was a dozen roses on the counter in the office. And I walked right on by. Secretary goes, "Come back here, Susan." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Look at the card. It was for me." It's like, wow. Then we got married and no more flowers. Isn't that the way it goes?
Oh, kinda, yeah. Go, go buy your own flowers.
I did.
And I've been married to the same man for 44 years.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
My first marriage lasted 18 years, second 5.
Hmm.
Marilyn, you're kind of right.
Oh, all I have to do is hold it up. What did I miss? Am I supposed to be holding something up?
I think they're meaning the first quilt you did, your first quilt.
Oh, oh, I'd have to go get it. You want me to go get it? I probably need to get up anyway. I've been sitting too long.
I'm not married anymore either,
Mm.
and that's okay.
DJ, were you married before?
What do you call
Oh,
the turkey that after
all
Thanksgiving?
I have to do to sell fabric is hold it up. Oh, I get it now. I'll remember that. To sell fabric, all I got to do is hold it up. What do you call a turkey the day after Thanksgiving? Oh, lucky. You call it lucky.
When I was a kid, Colonel Sanders came to the Yakima, brand new Yakima Kentucky Fried Chicken to open it up. I got to meet Colonel Sanders.
Okay.
And he gathered all the kids around and he says, "Okay, I've got a joke for you." And he said, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" And of course, we all were thinking and starting to shout out, "To get to the other side." He goes, "No, to get away from me so he doesn't get fried."
That's pretty good, wasn't it? So it don't get fried.
In that soft Kentucky accent that man had.
DJ, so if a boyfriend gives you red roses with a white one, does that mean he's sorry you love him? Oh, mercy. And that's a good answer, too. The turkey after Thanksgiving is leftovers. Time is it anyway? Oh, it's still pretty early. Just 9:16 here.
Yep, you're 2 hours ahead of me. It's 7:16 here.
Be amazing if I could get this done before bedtime.
Never got married. Got engaged, but changed your mind. Okay.
Shay, you and DJ want to come up on the panel? I'm still just stitching away here. And my eyes are getting heavy, but probably when I, but then probably when I go to bed, I probably won't be able to sleep. That's the way it goes. You get sleepy, and then when you go to bed, you can't sleep.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mimi. Mimi says, hi, hens.
Hi, Mimi.
Is Mimi ready for Thanksgiving?
Got off work late. Aw.
Hey, I understand.
For me, there was a time when it wasn't that I got off work late. It was that traffic on the interstate going home from work.
Did it take you a long time to get home? Traffic bad too?
It wasn't the traffic was bad. It was the windstorm that caused a semi truck to jackknife
Oh,
and block the interstate.
oh.
Blocked all 4 lanes on the bridge over the Sela Coolies.
Hmm. About as ready, and Mimi says yes, just about, and you as ready as I'm going to be until Wednesday when I do some more baking.
Oh,
Shay,
you got a
Shay.
sick cat. I'm sorry.
Well, we want to see your disappearing blocks.
Mm-hmm. And J. Mary, the other day I was getting really hungry and I put in the chat of whatever live I was watching. Said, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. Right now, the only thing I can think of that would be quick and easy would be M&Ms with M&M chasers.
Okay.
I ended up opening a can of chicken noodle soup and having that for dinner.
That was probably better for you than the M&Ms.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, when you leave work and it's dark out, that makes me more tired. Can't wait for spring.
I agree.
And we're still headed toward that shortest day.
My kids' is Uncle Tom's birthday. I finally finished my M&Ms. I'd only had them for a month.
Well,
Handful here, a handful there. I was good.
yeah.
I can't keep potato chips that long. They won't even last 24 hours.
Mimi says, oh, now you're talking. I love my M&Ms, she says. And it don't matter which ones, the plain ones or the peanut ones.
I like the plain the best. If I'm going to have peanuts and candy, it needs to be in a Snickers bar.
Mm. And J. Mary, my soup is ready to heat up, so that and the honey bun is all. I don't have to cook in some way or another.
I actually cooked dinner tonight.
Can't wait until spring. Not ready for yard work though. I don't want to play. My doggy brought her toy, but I don't want to play.
I hear ya. I hear ya.
I'll go put her down. Gotta go fasten her someplace else, or she's gonna be here aggravating. Come on, you gotta go down there.
Yeah, I know all about leaving work in the dark and getting home after dark. This time of year when I lived in Yakima and commuted, I had to be at the playground on duty on the playground before school at 7:45, dark, and I'd get home after 5, dark.
Mm. Oh, Jean. A lot, a lot of us have that issue. If you see my hips, I'm a hippie woman. Jordan almonds, they're better than M&Ms. My little Jennifer, my little doggy's name is Heidi.
Ooh, ooh. I have, hoo-hoo. I have frozen chocolate with mint in the freezer.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Chocolate, yummy goodness.
Mm.
York peppermint patties in the freezer.
DJ, I let her out when I went to put a stick of wood in the stove. So she was out just a little bit ago. She wanted to play. She brought a toy to me.
She's gotten warm. She wants to play.
I think she'd been down there taking a nap. So when I went down there to feed the stove, she went out and then she wanted to play. She's just a rat terrier. She's a hyper little dog. And she's 6 years old, so she's not. I still call her a puppy, but she's not no puppy. And the woman I got her from, name was Heidi, so we named the little doggy Heidi. And I traded 2 goats or a goat for that dog.
Nice.
So that's the story behind Heidi. Got her from a woman named Heidi that wanted a goat, and we wanted a dog. So we bartered.
My older daughter was given for her birthday a calico cat that she named Tapestry. Well, I realized Tapestry needed some kitten chow because Sue Ellen didn't have any cat food or kitten food. So I go to the store to get kitten chow. And there in front of the store are 2 little girls that I knew from school. The younger kindergartner fighting, crying. And I said, "What's the matter?" "Mommy said we have until whatever time it was to give away the kittens or she's going to take them to the pound." And I said, "Oh," and I looked over and this one little smoky gray, medium long haired, roly-poly little girl walked up, climbed up the box, got her nose right to my nose, and it was just instant love. So I said, "Okay, I'll take her. Let me go get what I came to get for my daughter's kitten, and now I got to get for this little one." Yeah, I was a sucker for little Smokey.
Joan made chocolate chip cookies yesterday. I had 2 tonight with milk. 2's all you had?
That's good restraint.
Mm-hmm. They're bad for our hips too. That DJ's got a Catahoula hound dog. It's 4, and we still call them puppies. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Get me another piece of thread. I sure am getting bored with this, but I sure would like to finish it.
Keep plugging away. You'll get it done, and then you'll be done.
I know it. Now, I'm pulling this thread out. I'm not going to cut it till I thread my needle. But Charlotte's not in here, and that was her tip. And there's still 66 of you in here.
Nice.
Isn't that a bunch? I seen that number higher, but we've been here a while and it's getting late.
Yeah,
for the ones on the East Coast.
It's 10:30 in the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
When I was visiting my daughter in Buffalo, I was watching Becca's Friday Night Live. I was going, no wonder she's tired at the end of the night. It's late. I'm used to watching West Coast time, not East Coast time.
I will be proud, Jennifer, when I get it done. And J. Mary, Rita, you're not using a thimble, but Susan, you are using a thimble?
Yes, I am. My trusty oldest thimble that I've poked 2 holes in it. So I have to be careful.
That's
a really good snack that takes longer to make than eat is curly potato chips with one end dipped in chocolate.
Oh, I never had that.
Not sure if I like that combination.
I don't know either. I'm not sure about that.
4 dogs inside and 9 cats outside. That's kind of the opposite. When I was growing up, we had 1 dog, 3 adult female cats, 1 adult male cat, and all 3 females had kittens. Mm-hmm. Within 2 days of each other. We had a lot of cats. Mm-hmm. But we had a parakeet, we had some goldfish, we had a rabbit, we had a mouse, we had, I had gerbils. The science teacher where my dad taught said they were 2 boy gerbils. They had babies. They weren't boys. Yeah, 10:30 in East Indiana.
And I've never put chips on a sandwich either. I've never done that.
I watch kids put French fries in their hamburgers at lunch. That's a little weird for me, but that's okay. I tell you, there are some things that kids do with their school lunches that made me not want to ever eat that food again.
You think? Oh.
The morning before my first official day working for the school district, I bought some corn dogs and I bought some macaroni and cheese. We were going to have corn dogs and mac and cheese for dinner. This is in April. Hot lunch that day was corn dogs and macaroni and cheese. It was the 4th of July before we had any of the corn dogs. It was the 15th of July before I made the macaroni and cheese. Oh, I don't eat bologna sandwiches. Yuck.
Let's see, J. Mary and Janet both eat chips on a bologna sandwich. I eat chips and I eat bologna too, but not together. Not in a sandwich together.
Oh, Lay's potato chips. No one can eat just one.
in chicken noodle soup? Never done that either.
That's oyster crackers. Sorry, not potato chips. Soggy potato chips. Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah, potato chips aren't supposed to be soggy.
Now, crumbled up potato chips on a tuna noodle casserole is good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, fry the bologna. Yeah.
Yeah, potato chips are just plain good. Bye, Cheryl.
Yeah, good night, Cheryl. Gotta go. Bye, Rita and Susan. Bye, everyone in chat. Have a richly blessed Thanksgiving, everyone. Now, are you leaving out tomorrow to go to where you're going for Thanksgiving? So will we not see you till after Thanksgiving?
Cheryl, you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and blessed too.
You add them as you eat so they don't have a chance to get soggy. Well, that sounds a little better.
You know, I'd just eat the potato chips and forget the chicken noodle soup. There was a commercial for Wavy Lace potato chips years ago now. Gosh. 2009. I was visiting my dad and my sister, and we were downstairs watching TV. And this commercial for Lay's came on, and the scene is in a nail salon. And you see the ladies with their wet nails under the dryer, and the gal working, sitting in the chair, eating her Wavy Lays. Phone rings. She leaves the Lay's potato chips, comes back. The bag is empty, and you see salt glistening on in the wet fingernail polish. Wendy and I saw that, and we're going, Dad, we're going to the store. Do you need anything? He said, no. He goes, what are you going for? Something we forgot earlier. Yeah, we had to go get potato chips because of that commercial. And I've never seen it since. It obviously, though, made an impression.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're leaving Wednesday morning. Okay, Cheryl.
No.
I'm leaving midday Wednesday when the chances are best for no snow on the pass.
Joan loves bologna sandwiches, and J. Mary's calling it a night. Y'all are leaving me. You got to stay here and help me finish
Hi,
this.
J. Mary. Yes, stay and root Rita on to get her binding on.
I've got one more. I got that much more to do.
You got this, girl.
I'll tell you. I don't know. I'm wanting to quit for tonight, though. I've been working on it 2 hours and 39 minutes.
Holy cow. And I've only done that much stitching. Oh, wait, I'm hand quilting. It takes time.
It does. Mm-hmm.
I need to get some white thread, Gutermann thread, so I can use my Juki to machine quilt a couple quilts. Get them done.
J. Mary, Janet's on the seafood diet. Seafood needed. I stay on that diet all the time.
That was my ex-husband's diet. He sees food and he eats it. Good night, J. Mary. You have a wonderful night.
Good night. Thanks for joining us. But I understand because I feel like going to bed too, getting off here and going to bed too.
It's amazing how just sitting and stitching can wear you out.
So I totally understand when you gotta get off here, you gotta get off.
Oh, Catherine. Yay. But it's not going to be a bitter end. It's going to be a nice end.
Well, then you need to come up here on the panel and be with us then, Catherine, is what you need to do.
Energize us.
Yeah. One crew's a leaving. We need some new ones in here. I mean, even over in the chat. To bring up a new subject like dirt daubers or something.
That's an old one. We've done that one.
Oh, we've been there and done that. Never mind. So
We've done the cows.
we've done the cow.
We've done the cats and the dogs. And
yeah, somebody suggest a topic over here that we can discuss.
Jean, what are you stitching away on?
Oh, I just yawned.
That was a big yawn, Rita.
Oh, I know. Oh, we're down to 57. That number's going down.
They're dropping like flies.
I know it. Except Catherine. Catherine and Jean's still here.
Oh, a new scarf pattern you designed. Awesome.
Hmm. So are you knitting or crocheting? When you say stitching, that makes me think of a needle and thread, but I bet it's some other.
What would be your best tip for a new quilter? Number one, don't be hard on yourself.
It's a good one.
Because, boy, you can make yourself be so doubtful you don't ever do it again. And have fun.
Mm-hmm. And don't start with too hard of a pattern either, though. Start with something for a beginner, because you'll get discouraged if you try something too fancy to start with.
Yeah, don't go for a Judy Niemeyer the first time.
Marilyn says when all the company leaves, she's going to bed too. Somebody's got to be here to turn out the lights when we leave.
Back in the 70s, when Boeing, which was the biggest Seattle area employer, started doing layoffs, billboards started appearing. Well, the last one out, please turn out the lights.
Mm-hmm. Start small and read the directions all the way through first. Yeah, I've made mistakes of not reading the pattern through first and then have to kind of improvise it when I get to certain places.
Oh, Katie's making large hot pads for Thanksgiving hostess gift. Nice.
Yeah. And Jean is crocheting. Let's see. And Shay, I'm fixing to eat. Shay's cooking burgers. And prepped. Make a scrapbook of all the quilts you make with pictures and dates and where. Yeah, I wish I'd have started that a long time ago too, but I didn't. I don't have pictures of all the quilts and I didn't label them all. So now I kind of wish I had, because it would have been a bunch.
I agree with that. I didn't for the longest time.
Oh,
Another thing to do is keep small pieces of the fabric and say what the fabric line was and where you got it.
that's a good idea too. But when I started years and years ago, I don't know if there was even fabric lines. We didn't have a quilt store, so you'd go in Walmart and pick your fabrics that kind of matched each other, but it wasn't a fabric line like it is now. You know, the designer fabric.
Hancock fabrics, specific fabrics.
Well, see, I didn't have none of them in my little rural area.
And Joann's. Well, it was going to Yakima because we didn't have any here. Once the 5 and dime store went.
Let's see, Jean's a happy hooker this evening. Donna's back. Hey, Donna.
Donna's back. Welcome back, Donna.
Turning my corner here and starting down. But I'll have to turn the other corner because when I started just a little bit back. So I'll have to go down and turn the corner.
That's what I do. Start about 3 inches up from the corner. Oh.
You might need to stand up and move around. You've been sitting about as long as I have.
I'm stretching my fingers so they don't cramp. Yeah, I'm going to go get a drink of water. I shall return.
All righty. I'll be here. I'm going to get ahead of you here.
I think you're already that way. I'm nowhere close to binding.
I know. Oh.
I shall return.
And let's see. Jean says, try not to have more than 10 projects going at the same time, LOL.
Oh, yeah. How many of us have fallen into that trap? I mean, I can remember I'm only going to do one at a time. Oh, you're going to have a baby too. I got to do another baby quilt.
I just see patterns in fabric that you just have to start something with. So I start too many.
That's why I'm not watching very many Missouri Star Triple Play, because lately the last ones I've been watching, all 3 of them I want to make.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous. That's actually what the layer cake is for Natalie's quilt that she did.
Okay.
I have the gray background. It's going to be in the pile of, at some point in time, work on it. Oh
well, we could be doing something worse.
Yeah, we could.
Let's see. DJ said, Rita and Captain Stitches, I just said to Shay Shay, happy hooker. She just explained it to me. Jean is using a crochet hook. You know what? Y'all know what a crochet hook is. Prep for eternity. Jean, I crochet and knit, but prefer crochet more. I can't do either one of those. I'm not a hooker or a knitter. I wish I had, me too, Joan. I wish I had too, but I didn't. And some of them went pretty far away, so I'm just curious about where they are at now. And Jean prefers crochet over knitting. That's because she likes being a hooker. I'm always happy when I have a crochet hook in my hands. That's kind of like my mama. She sits and crochets. She can't crochet as good as she used to, but she still does. And every time she's sitting around, she's a crocheting. And she's 89 and a half. But I think it's what keeps your hands more nimble is probably doing stuff like that.
Frozen chocolate mint, yum.
Yum. Well, 63. If the number went down a minute ago, but it's come back up. Some of y'all just took a nap and then come back. Marilyn says sewing at home is better than hanging out. Hanging out at the bars. Maybe not as exciting, but better for us. It is, ain't it? We don't have to drive at night because I don't like driving at night anymore. I can't see, so I just stay home. That's great that it is. She still crochets. Over yonder and up a holler. Joan, if you document your quilts, future generations can carry on stories of the quilt you made.
Yep.
But we didn't do that. There's a lot of things now that they do that 30, 40 years ago they didn't do.
No, I never realized why I should label a quilt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was at a museum and there was this gorgeous colonial American quilt. And no one knew who'd made it or her story.
Yeah.
And that's when it hit me. Put a label on your quilt.
Yeah.
Who you are, where you live, the date you made it, who you made it for.
Jane Martin says, I tried to catch up after watching TV for a while. When y'all were talking about the polyester quilt, I remembered your mother's name. You know what my mother's name is? My mother's first name is Polly, and her middle name is Esther. Kid you not. And my mama was born in 1935. I don't think polyester was even invented.
No, polyester was not a thing then. That's pretty ironic.
That is my mother's name. Polly, here's her first name, and Esther is her middle name.
That's pretty ironic.
And I said, I looked it up one time, and I don't think they even had polyester in 1935. But
no, polyester came about.
But her mama wouldn't have named her after her, even though her mama loved to quilt, she wouldn't have named her after a fabric. So
yeah.
But that's her name.
In the 1920s, late 1920s, DuPont chemist W.H. Carruthers discovered that by combining alcohols and acids from petroleum, he could create synthetic fibers. However, he moved on to other projects, including nylon, and then it wasn't until the 30s that they started doing it, and then in the 70s, it really, really hit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Google.
You saying wow or my mama's name? I couldn't make that up, could I?
No, not if your life depended on it. My
include.
grandmother on my mother's side's name was Dorothy. My grandmother on my father's side was named Dorothy.
Okay. So 2 Dorothys, huh?
Oh, I'm sure that quilt made out of wool weighs a lot.
Let's see, my chat quit moving. Am I missing some
Oh,
comments?
that's a nice idea, Jean. What my girls really liked when I got into making. Oh, yeah, the Holiday Lights Parade. I would use their scraps of clothes that I'd made in their quilts, and the girls would go, "Oh, I remember that jumper. I remember that skirt. I remember that dress."
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the original I Spy quilts.
Nah.
Yakima Holiday Lights Parade on December 1st. Yay! Next a week from next Sunday. First Sunday in Advent. Wow. Oh.
Sometimes I intend to do labels and then I never do it. Little task, I just.
If I have already picked out the binding for a quilt like I have for this one, I will have the label clipped to the binding so that I know where it is.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I have 2 old quilts.
Oh,
No
wow.
information about them. They just came along in my family from somewhere. I hate not knowing. Beautiful hand stitching and hexagon flowers.
Sounds like they're very pretty quilts.
But then after the older generation die off, there's no way to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some old quilts that my grandma made, and there's no label on it. And I sometimes I try to tell my kids, but they're going to forget. So I probably ought to put a label on them.
That'd be a good idea.
Marilyn, here's the wind picking up outside. We're supposed to get some snow Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Y'all can have the snow. I don't want none.
Yeah, it can wait. It'll be a few years before I enjoy seeing snow after all those years on the playground telling kids to please not throw snow. And then, remember, we're not supposed to throw snow. I've told you before, don't throw snow. Stop throwing the snow. Every single recess.
I bet. Yeah. And you can't ask them nice. You have to get loud for.
Why are you yelling at me? Well, because you weren't listening. And I wasn't yelling, I was being stern.
Mhm. I will be labeling mine if I manage to learn. You'll learn, Jennifer. And we want to come along with your journey too and see what you do. And Let's see, Jane, when I first started cross stitch, I didn't like to put the date, name, or initials on it. Then I found out they would be more valuable later on with that info.
Mm-hmm.
And Donna don't want any snow either. They can keep their snow, can't they, Donna?
Snow has its place. It's in the mountains, not on the highway.
And it's up north, not in the south.
And I'm south of Canada, so I'm south.
Okay. And I'm just stitching away. Try not to take them too big. I want to get done, but I still want to keep them little and tiny and pretty and straight.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I tell myself I'm gonna start labeling them because I do make some pretty quilts. I ain't just everybody does. Everybody else does too, but I don't, and I need to label them. I've got some sold, and they want a label on them, and I haven't sent it to them because I haven't got the label on it yet. And I need the $500 to the money to invest in the fabric store, but I hadn't sent her quilt yet.
Donna, I agree with you. The best thing about being retired, not having to go to work in horrible weather.
Mhm.
I'm a substitute, and some of the latest jobs that have popped up are for playground duty. And it's like, no, I don't think I want to do that.
And Marilyn said, I remember once as a teenager, I made a snow woman. She had a better shape than I ever did. My dad seen it and it made me tear. What'd she do? Marilyn, you're a hoot.
That was funny, Marilyn.
No, I didn't sell that one. I've sold that Bargello. I have someone want that heart Bargello's the one, and there's 2 Christmas quilts that I need to put a label on. So no, I hadn't sold the ones at the consignment shop. Everybody around here thinks they're too pricey, so they don't buy them down at the shop. And I kind of come from a poor area. I don't hardly how to word it, but
Not the wealthiest.
not the wealthiest. Yeah.
Well, and a lot of people don't understand why quilts cost so much money. Well, you think of the
Yes.
yardage that you use in the price of fabric for good
Yeah.
quality fabric, the time taken to quilt it,
Yes.
they're gonna cost money.
Mhm. Yeah. 36, 24, 36.
She had curves, huh?
She did. $36D.
I think the last time I had a 24-inch waistline, I was in junior high.
Yeah. And I wasn't no skinny thing even in school.
Oh, I was skinny. Then I had kids, and skinny left.
Mm. It's called down. Yeah, I didn't know what words to use, but most people can't afford to spend lots of money on something like that. Not most of them.
When I donate my quilts, it's through the guild, and so the guild puts on the label that says made by someone in the Quilters in the Valley Guild or made by somebody in the Yakima Valley Quilters Guild. So people who get it at least know where it came from. Oh, Jean, you are a hoot.
All right, I'm trying to figure that one out though. Now 36.
The gravity effect on the
Oh,
feminine
I
form.
get it. I get it. I get it. That took a minute. I had to.
I was being very, very, very good about my wording too.
Uh-huh. Last time I had a 24-inch waist, I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
Old tennis balls and tube socks. That's a good one, Donna.
Oh, I can remember being so envious of Anne. She had cleavage in 6th grade. It's like, I've got ping pong balls.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm trying to get this done, guys, so we can all go to bed.
Oh, don't hurt yourself, Rita.
Self.
Oh.
Well, I'm not bleeding, so I'm okay. Well, it went under my thumbnail. There's a drop of blood. I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Oh, don't trip. Yeah, I know, Jane. We hope the roosters went off to bed since what these ladies are talking about. Them roosters might be embarrassed. We have a few roosters in here every once in a while. Wayne from Custom Screen Printing and Minister Bob. It'd be all right. They can just hold their ears, can't they? Yeah, call 911. I poked myself with a needle. No, last time I did a binding, one of my fingers got sore. I poked it a time or two with the end of the needle, and then it seemed like every time I'd poke it again, it'd go in that same spot. And it was hurting, and I was so close to being done. But
I have calluses, so from all the hand quilting.
oh, okay. Huh. The only time I do this is when I've got a binding to do.
It's like pulling the blinds down when you take the bra off at night. Oh gosh, Jean. Oh dear.
Jennifer, you just never know what these ladies are going to say. But it's okay. They make everybody laugh. Your Willie Nelson sure was up early the other night. Yes, he was. I think I woke him up. Willie Nelson's the rooster. This has been a great evening, especially the tennis balls and the salt. They just try to outdo each other with funnies, Janice.
Oh, when Jean was on a 12-hour live with Kathy, oh my word. I had aching stomach muscles from laughing for days. I'm just going to sit over here and be quiet
Be
from
quiet.
Kathy.
Oh, you need to see if you can top them, Catherine. What body part do you want to talk about? Oh, I'm laughing. I think y'all are hilarious too. It's not bothering me. You're keeping me going. Cause look, this much. I'm here to here.
Oh, you're getting so close.
I'm so close. There's no point not finishing it now. Isn't that right?
Let's see.
And
I've
what
got
10.
I've got 8 inches of this row of hand quilting till I'm done with it. I think you'll get me though.
And it's just a little bit after 10, so I could probably be done by 10:30, couldn't I?
I think you could.
Now that depends. Oh, now that depends. I remember you were teasing about depends the other night, Jean.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think I did go back to sleep for just a little bit. And then it was time to get back up real quick.
A long stepped Rose. Oh my word.
I'm not ready yet. I'm fixing to read it. Jean, when I was younger, I thought about getting a tiny rosebud tattoo on my one side. I'm glad I didn't because by now it would be a long stick.
Oh.
Okay. That is a good one, ain't it, Donna? Donna Armstrong says that's a good one.
Yeah, that was. Oh my word.
Catherine, put the coffee on. They're just getting started.
No, I'm not going to start about it talking about inches.
Okay,
Because give me an inch, I'll take a mile.
let's not measure our. Keep looking up there to see what y'all are typing.
That's what I'm doing. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, ooh, Catherine! Oh my goodness!
I ain't got no buzzards. You got any buzzards, Susan?
No. Oh, the Christmas parade will be on the 7th. Okay. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a Saturday. Okay. I might go down, hang out in Yakima, watch the parade down First Street.
I'm stuck to my chair.
Oops.
Now, maybe part of me's unstuck. I keep making stitches.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I've been told about the tramp stamp tattoo. Not personal experience, thanks heaven. Let's see. Let's don't talk about dropping bladders.
Yeah.
I can't read the chat for laughing so much.
If I don't keep stitching instead of typing, my hooker days are going to be over. Oh, Jean. Oh, Jean.
Too about another 14 inches or so. And I'm still seeing 54 in chat. That's still a bunch of you still up.
That is.
Wanted to see what Jean's gonna say, or Catherine. Y'all afraid you were gonna miss something. That's what it is.
I want what they are both drinking strong coffee. I had my last cup of coffee at 1. Chocolate and mint.
I wouldn't mind having a cup of hot chocolate right now. But if I get up to go boil the water to make it, I won't get this done. It's quick.
Jean, I figured that one out both. The physical stitching and the putting everybody in stitches.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're just tired. You know how punch drunk you get as it gets later.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm this much. Hot chocolate sounds good to me too. Let's see, Jean Lemon.
Personally, I think a cup of herbal tea sounds good. I could do hot chocolate because I have that.
3 hours and 18 minutes. Can you believe it? It went by fast, didn't it?
It did.
But when you're having fun, it goes by fast.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all have fun tonight over in chat? I think you did. I haven't had a drunk to drop. Okay. I think that has cracked me up more than any of them.
That was a good one. That was a good one, Marilyn.
Oh, mercy. I forgot what I was going to say.
I slipped my drift.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, my word.
Now my eyes are watering. I'm laughing so hard at those.
Yeah. Oh.
Now I can't see what I'm doing. Oh. Dry them.
Oh, good grief.
My finger's wet. The needle.
Gene, you go, girl. I'm too old to work that corner anymore. But I slipped my drip.
Had something to do with.
Yeehaw! New version of drunk Cinderella. She slopped her dripper.
Yeah, I remember that hee haw. That was always the funniest part of them shows when they tell them stories like that. You remember them? You know what she's talking about now? Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you see why I couldn't read the chat. Read it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Go. I know I missed something. Oh, you'll have to go back and watch it. I can't even begin to tell you how these girls are acting tonight.
Oh. Just think what they'll be like after celebrating the New Year's.
Yeah. Let's see. Last year we had a New Year's party, didn't we? And we stayed up a long time. We'll have to do that again. Yeah, some of y'all remember that when we stayed up all night New Year's.
I was in bed at 9. It was just another night.
And we had several. We had several up on the panel. I think Sandra and some of them were here. It seemed like that now. It just seemed like it was a few days ago. Hard to imagine it's already been a year.
I know how time is flying. Flying.
Yeah. I think Jean, Catherine should get together at some bar and show the world what us old women can do.
Honey, don't even take alcohol from me, Marilyn.
As long as it's on the corner, we'll be fine, Marilyn. Oh, let's see. I missed it.
Sewing on your applique quilt. Good job, Christy. Welcome.
Oh, hello, Christy.
Hi, Janice.
No one is in charge. You just jump. Alcohol. What alcohol? We don't have no alcohol. We all are working. I bet. Well, I bet I have to thread that needle one more time.
Probably.
Just for this much, you know.
It's like when you're sewing a long strip and you've only got an inch to go and your bobbins run out.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy applique too.
Do you do it by hand or on the machine?
I've done both. I prefer the needle turn. I would act my age, but I don't know how. I've never been this old before. Good one, Catherine.
Make that perfectly mattered corner. Oh, perfectly mattered corner, Marilyn. Yeah. See, you can stay on topic. Yes. Y'all want to see my mattered corners? I've been making mattered corners tonight. About ready to finished the last one.
Nice. And you're right, Janet. Laughter is good medicine. I'd show you my Baltimore album applique style quote, but it's packed up.
Mm.
Like everything else, practically.
When are you going to get to unpack? You don't know yet?
When I get to come back into my apartment after the renovation at the end of January.
That's a long time.
They figure it's going to be about a month that I'll be in the hotel.
Wow.
I am taking quilts to work on. I'm taking my Juki and books to read.
Mm. It has been, Jean, hasn't it? Chat's been real creative. Entertaining and creative.
Mm-hmm. And kept us in stitches.
Mm-hmm. And Chat was real friendly to everybody that came in. It's just been a good night all in all.
Yep.
For 3 hours, for 3.5 hours. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get another piece of thread. There's this much I had to do.
Yay, you're going to make it.
But I've got to stop and thread the needle. That might take 5 minutes.
Creative, not quite the word I would have used.
Now,
I do hand applique. I'm in a hotel room while visiting my son, and my applique quilts are my way to keep quilting on the road in airports and hotels. I've only been successful using Lori Holt method. Trying to think of what Lori Holt method is.
you'll have to tell us. I'm glad to know that you're moving with all the boxes. I was afraid you were a hoarder. Okay. I don't like for y'all to see all my background behind me. You'd see all my mess and all my clutter, and you would think I was a hoarder, but I ain't as bad as them people on TV.
We were told at the meeting about what was going to happen with the renovations, and somebody said, "Well, I don't think all my furniture and everything's going to fit in one of the pods." And the guy very heartlessly said, "Well, you'll have to purge." My thought was, I am not purging any of my fabric or patterns or books.
Huh.
I thought that was kind of cold and heartless.
It is. I mean, that's y'all's home. I mean, that's where all your possessions are. Let's see. I'm missing some of the chat, and y'all are probably saying something funny, and I'm threading a needle, not reading. I can't read and thread the needle at the same time.
If you can't run with the big dogs, you get left on the porch. Corners will trip you up if you're not careful. See, I've done applique with making freezer paper shapes and basting around, kind of like you do with basting hexes to do English paper piecing. Appliquing down and get partway through, then pull the freezer paper out and you can reuse it. Like if you're doing leaves, you can do a ton of leaves.
All right. About 3 or 4 more inches to go. Y'all might need to start your long goodbyes. We went back to a bit of serious reading. We're good at that too. Yes. Well, thread got a knot in it.
And I bet you Rita will be through with the binding before I finish this row of clamshells.
All right, I'm going to have to go back. I'm not going to scroll up right now, but I missed some of the comments. I'm going to have to go back and look at them. Then after I shut this out, the chat don't come back on, don't show up for like, 24 hours before they'll show the chat.
So you better not shut this down.
I better go back and read it, hadn't I? Well, shoot. Why don't I just, let me see. I'm going in. I'm going to go read them. Let's see. We've done a lot of corners, mitered corners. Let's see. We read that one. And let's see, creative. Not quite the word I would have used. I got to scroll down. Glad to know you're moving with all the, okay, read that one. Good thing I had that coffee tonight or I'd never been able to keep up.
Oh dear.
That's a good one.
It's annoying when the chat disappears and you want to watch the replay. Yes, it is annoying.
Mm-hmm. I do. You have to wait for a long time, but then it finally comes back, but not for a while. Because it's just not the same. If you know what they said, the corners will trip you up if you're not careful.
ODN. What are your letters for, Jean? I. Are you trying to spell out a word?
Janet, I can't keep up with you all tonight unless I drink more Ensure. Oh, and good night, Janet. You may already be gone, but good night. We're going in just G-O. What are we doing?
Oh, she's writing good night.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
But I'm not done yet. Oh, hold up a minute. Hold up just a minute. I got a little bit more. And threading that needle slowed me down, and then that knot throwed me down. It got where it wasn't supposed to be.
I hate those knots that do that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the first one I did. The first time I'd done that all night. But you try to hurry, and that's when it'll do it.
I guess I missed her G-O and O. Or one of the O's. I got the O-D. And it's like, what?
And, oh, yeah, instead of counting, she's writing good night. I got a little bit more.
The
2
long and winding road.
I'm going to be so proud I got this done. And I had fun doing it, chatting with all y'all.
Excuses.
You say, hey, Marilyn,
You're too fast. Cheryl counts down slowly. Yeah, good job, Jean. Not that anyone is paying you any attention, but good spelling. Yeah, I was paying attention. I was trying to figure out what the heck she was spelling. I was just stitching, and I missed the first couple letters.
the needle pull through there. Be careful, I'll get in a hurry and I'll poke myself on that. Boy, it's not going to go through there. I think that was, no, gotta one more.
Kiss my grits. I loved that television show.
Yeah, Jean's a good speller. Yeah. You know what I did?
What did you do?
I was getting in a hurry and I pulled the needle out of my thread.
Oh, no.
And I was fixing to run it underneath there and tie it off. Well, see if I can thread it, and then I'll do just one more thing and I'll be done.
Yay.
Get in there. There.
Good night, Joan.
Yeah, I did. I finished it. And y'all are all good sports. I love all you guys. Y'all are just a mess like I am. Y'all are funnier than me. And that's, well, I don't know what to say. Don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I better just hush, Ricken. All right. All right.
Yay!
Did it. I can't believe I did it, but I did. Now, that's all I'm gonna do to it. That's what it is. It's all got its little binding now. Okay.
Yay!
You can always be counted on for a few laughs, yes. All right, ladies, it is 10:37 Central Standard Time. It's time to turn off the lights. Is it your bedtime too? Or you'll be up a little longer, won't you, Susan?
Yeah, it's only 8:30 here, so.
Oh, I'm not gonna get mushy. Oh, I'm ready. Don't get mushy. Yeah, I'm ready for y'all to go home now.
Linda!
Can't you take a hand? Don't y'all know when to go home? So, oh, y'all. Oh man. Oh, Linda, you just getting here? We've been here 3.5 hours. Them ladies, they've been cutting up something awful. Now, Linda, I'm trying to run them off, but they won't go home. They just love me too much. They won't leave.
Rita, I'm gonna leave.
I am up too. Thank you for being up here and let's having fun tonight. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. I hope I do. I ought to sleep good tonight. I'll keep thinking about all the funny things y'all said though. Oh, you brought your toothbrush? Turn out the light. The party's over. All right. Good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow somehow, some way. All right. Love y'all. Y'all